everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since I said those words, and as I mentioned on my Instagram, I have decided to come back in 2018. I'm filming different things now. I was thinking of focusing so much more on eye makeup, which is something that I really like to do on myself and on others. So having said that, I am bringing to you this video of my look today, which is this smoky silver gunmetal look, and I paired it with a dark lipstick, which kind of makes it like a, I don't know, timeless, classy look. So today's video is just going to be focusing on the eyes, and I'll be doing a voiceover like I used to do. So balance is restored. I am back. I'm going to try my best to film as much as possible amidst school, and now I am full-time. I have so many clients lined up, so filming is not as convenient or easy as it used to be, but I will try my best to bring you content as much as I can. So if this look is something you want to see, then please keep on watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe before you go. I've grown so much over the last, like, since I think I started in July, I think, and it has been such a journey. I'm still learning how to deal with certain things, how to get my dates in order. Sometimes I forget things. I'm learning and I am doing the best I can. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who has stuck by me and stuck by this channel and have just been waiting for me to come back with a video, and who, like, some of you have just been pestering me for a video, and I really appreciate that. Just let me know if there's anything else you would like to see, but for now this is it, and I really hope you like this video after a very long time. I know my intro is a bit weird because I have not sat down and spoken to the camera in so many months that I'm kind of forgetting how I used to do it. So thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.
Alright guys, let's get started. So I've already done my eyebrows and prepped my face. It's time to prep our lids with the soft ochre paint pot from MAC. And I do this as a base for all my eyeshadows, and you don't have to be very neat with this, but put on a good layer of it so that your eyeshadow stays throughout the day. And after that, I'm just going to be blending it out with a beauty blender, and I'm just using a normal Morphe concealer brush for this. Again, no need to be neat. We're going to layer it with color anyway, and it's important to just buff it out so that it is nice and even throughout the lid. And the next thing we're going to do is tape our eyes. So I'm putting tape, just normal regular scotch tape, at the side of my eyes, just so that things don't get too messy. And I just like doing this on certain looks that are heavy. And now I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Desert palette, and I'm going in with Desert Sand. Using a fluffy brush, I'm just going to put the color all over my lid so as to set the concealer. And I'm going in with Musk now, which is kind of like a grey shade, to build up the transition area, and I'm just using a normal fluffy brush for this. And the next shade that I'm going to be going in with will be a darker orange shade, which is Amber, and I'm going to be using this to deepen the crease and just really build up that transition color, because the end parts of our eyes are going to be really smoky and black. So this is what your transition area and crease should look like by now. And I'm using a black eyeshadow and a bullet brush. The black eyeshadow is from Makeup Geek and the bullet brush is from Morphe. And I am just going to start darkening out the outer corners of the eyelid. And I did this slowly and I layered on the black, because once you go too much black, there is really no going back from that. So I like to do this very slowly, and I like to blend in a diagonal shape so that it's easier to blend it out into the silver that we'll be using later. And the scotch tape here really helps to make sure the black doesn't get everywhere. And now I'm just building on pigment to the black that I am adding, just slowly darkening up the outer corners to really achieve that very dark smoky look that we are going for. I'm going back in now with musk and amber, and I'm just going to blend out the edges because I wasn't really happy with how the crease looked. I wanted it to look deeper, and I'm just blending out the black at the edge. And now I'm using the bullet brush with a little bit of black shadow and just bringing it all over the transition area. The reason I'm doing this is because I want the graphite, the grey, to peek through the concealer when I apply it later. You will see what I mean. But for now, this is what I'm doing so that there's a nice layer of black in the crease area. But be sure to make sure it is a very light layer. We don't need too much. And this is how everything should be looking by now. And I'm just using a fluffy brush now to blend out that black that I brought into the inner parts. Now I'm using my MAC Pro Wax concealer and I am cutting the crease. I have left as much footage as I could in here just so you could see how I do it. For now, I'm using a flat concealer brush to cover a bit more area quickly, and I'm just cutting the crease. You guys have seen me do this a million times, and I really enjoy the effect that cutting the crease gives. Just be very careful with this and take your time. I have not sped anything up. I'm doing this in real time, but I've had a lot of practice, so take all the time you need. And I'm using a finer concealer brush just to widen the area because my eyelids are quite hooded, so sometimes you can't see much when I cut the crease, so I like to take it higher than my actual crease, and you can see that grey peeking through from the parts that we have cut our crease. Next, I'm going in with ColourPop Supershock eyeshadow in Liberty using a MAC flat shader brush, and I'm just building on that silver onto the eyelid. It is a very pigmented shade. I love these Supershock formulas because they're almost kind of wet, but you know, they're great shadows. And now I'm just filling up the area that I have cut the crease and making sure that silver is nice and pigmented. Be sure to keep the top part as clean and sharp as possible, which is when a brush like my MAC brush really helps because the ends of the brush is so fine that you are able to cut the crease nicely. And I'm going back in with the black now and just trying to blend everything together, and you can see how the black peeks through the grey, so it's not like a very jarring silver there. The black is still visible, and I really wanted that effect. And I'm just darkening out the edges and blending everything in together and making sure the black still peeks through that silver. And now I'm using the silver again to alternate and blend things out. This is how it should look by now. And next I'm going in with Diamond Dust in the silver Stiller Magnificent glitters, and I'm using this on a flat Morphe brush. So I put the glitter on the brush and I am putting that silver glitter on just onto that area that we cut the crease. This is by no means necessary, but I just feel like it makes the whole thing pop. Be very careful with this as glitter can get messy. This is how everything should be looking by now. We are ready, and let me just fix my face. This is my very act moment, so just let me have it. So my look here is almost complete, but let me show you how I did that. Now with the Sephora eyeliner, and I'm just making a very thin line, just enough for my falsies to be covered. I'm not going for the usual wing that I usually do today because I find like it takes away from the look. And at this point here, I forgot that I was filming and I started grooving and I just left the footage in so that you guys can see what a freak I am. And now I'm taking that same black color on a bullet brush, and I am just smoking out the under eye area just to tie everything in together. Now I'm using Morphe's eyeliner in Coconut. It's a white eyeliner to just line my lower lash line. I find like this really opens up the eye. It's not for every day, but I just wanted a little pop. Now I'm using my Benefit Roller Lash, which is how I always prime my eyelashes before I apply falsies, which I will not be showing on camera because you know it just takes too long. And these are Morphe eyelashes in Bombshell, and after applying them, this is the final look. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one.